the 10 worst things to agree to when selling a house. If you're selling your house, this video could save you tens of thousands of dollars and a massive headache. Most sellers don't lose money because of bad markets. They lose money because they agree to the wrong things in their contract. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 worst things you should never agree to when selling a house and what to do instead. And stick around until the end because number one is the one that wrecks deals more than anything else. Letting the buyer move in before closing. This one sounds harmless. Hey, can we move in a few days early? Our lease ends, our stuff is in a truck, it'll be fine. No, it will not be fine. If they damage the home, stop paying, or refuse to close, congratulations, you are now a landlord. If they don't close, you might have to legally evict them from your own house. Never allow early possession unless your agent structures it perfectly and you 100% understand your risks. Even then, it's still risky. Starting repairs before you have a signed inspection agreement. Sometimes buyers get antsy and want to send over requests before they have finished all the inspections. Of course, if there was something serious like a dangerous gas leak, you would want to fix that ASAP. But here's the problem with starting repairs before you have an official agreement. You take away all of your negotiating power. For example, the buyer has a list of cosmetic repairs they want fixed, and you get right on making those repairs. But then they find termites in the crawl space. A good agent may be able to help the buyers realize that the cosmetic stuff isn't important and that they should only be concerned about the termites. But if you've already made a bunch of repairs, getting this new repair request for the termites is going to frustrate you and cost you money. Accepting a contingency without the buyer's home under contract. Hey, I'll buy your home, but only after I sell mine. It sounds totally reasonable until your house is tied up for 2 months while they can't even get their own place under contract. Most of the time, you're better off keeping your home on the market instead of taking it off for someone who still has a house to sell. Here's why. You can control what you do to get your home sold. If you need to move things faster, you can adjust the price or offer incentives. But once you're under contract with a buyer who has to sell their house first, you lose control. You can't make them price it right. You can't make them stage. You can't make them show it well. If the buyer already has their home under contract, that's a much safer bet. Sure, if one domino falls, they all fall. But overall, it's a way better gamble. Overly long closing timelines. Long closings feel flexible and friendly, but they're actually dangerous. The longer a deal drags on, the more chances it has to fall apart. Finding issues, job changes, cold feet, market shifts, appraisal problems. A 30 to 45-day closing signals a serious buyer. A 90-day close signals a shaky one unless there's a very good reason. Agreeing to low due diligence amounts. Every state calls it something a little bit different, but in South Carolina and North Carolina, this part of the contract is called the due diligence period. It's the time when the buyer gets to inspect the home and make sure they really want to move forward. In exchange, a serious buyer puts down a reasonable due diligence fee to compensate you for taking your home off the market during that time. And honestly, if a buyer isn't willing to do that, they're probably not your buyer. There's just too much risk for you as the seller. If the deal falls apart, you're stuck starting over and putting your house back on the market. Allowing endless inspection requests. Buyers can weaponize inspections. They'll inspect, they'll re-inspect, then request a specialist, then ask for more repairs. This turns into death by 1,000 cuts. Set clear limits. One inspection window. Repair requests must be health, safety, or structural, and no fishing expeditions. You're selling a used house, not a brand new one. If possible, see if the buyer will agree to a credit in lieu of repairs. This eliminates re-inspections and the possibility of the buyer not being happy with how repairs were made. Allowing a buyer to do anything to the house before closing. Paint, clean carpets, refinish hardwoods. Yes, it might make the buyer's life way easier to do a few things before closing, but no. The house is your liability until you sign the papers. If something went wrong, it would be your insurance that would be responsible. If they backed out of the buying of the house, it would be your mess to clean up. It's a business deal. Don't be nice. Listing with an agent that doesn't have a cutting-edge marketing plan. An amazing offer doesn't magically happen. It's the result of smart prep, great staging, professional photos and video, a strong marketing strategy, and serious online exposure. It all has to work together because the more exposure you get, the more buyers you attract. And the more buyers you have, the better your offers will be. It all starts with an agent who gives you a clear plan up front to get the results you want. Not someone who overpromises and underdelivers. Accepting an offer before you hit the market. Even a great offer might not be the best one. Without exposure, you don't know what your home is really worth. Multiple offers equals leverage, and leverage equals better price, better terms, and fewer headaches. Unless it's an insanely strong offer, give the market a chance to speak. Lastly, trusting a verbal promise, not in writing. This is the biggest mistake sellers make. Buyers say, if their appraisal comes in low, we'll cover the difference. We won't ask for repairs. We won't nickel and dime you. If it's not in the contract, it doesn't exist. When problems arise, verbal promises vanish. The contract is the only thing that matters. Here's the truth. The worst deals happen when sellers try to be easy instead of strategic. You're not being difficult, you're being smart. Protect your leverage, protect your timeline, protect your money. If you're selling a house soon and want help avoiding these mistakes, let me help you. I have a free 2026 seller's guide that gives you all my best tips and tricks to make sure you get the results that you want. And if you found this helpful, check out our channel. There's tons of free real estate advice.